Yeah, the chief priests and the elders of the people said, by what authority do you do these things? Who gave you this authority? Jesus said to them, I also will ask you one question, which if you tell me, I likewise will tell you by what authority I do these things. The baptism of John, where was it from? From heaven or from men? They reason with themselves, saying, if we say from heaven, he will ask us, why then did you not believe him? But if we say from men, we fear the multitude, for all hold John as a prophet. They answered Jesus and said, we don't know. He also said to them, neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things. The Pharisees went and took counsel how they might entrap him in his heart. They sent their disciples to him along with the herald, saying, Teacher, we know that you are honest and teach the way of God in truth, no matter who you teach, for you aren't partial to anyone. Tell us therefore, what do you think? Is it lawful to pay taxes to Caesar or not? But Jesus deceived their wickedness and said, why do you test me, you hypocrites? Show me the tax money. They brought to him a denarius. He asked them, whose is this image and inscription? They said to him, Caesar's. Then he said to them, give therefore to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. When they heard it, they marveled and left him and went where? On that day, Sadducees, those who say that there is no resurrection, came to him. They asked him, saying, Teacher, Moses said, if a man dies having no children, his brother shall marry his wife and raise up seed for his brother. Now there were with the 7 brothers. The first married and died, and having no seed, left his wife to his brother in the same way. The second also, and the third to the 7. After them all, the woman died in the resurrection. Therefore, whose wife will she be of the 7? For they all had her. But Jesus answered them, you are mistaken, not knowing the scriptures, nor the power of God. For in the resurrection, they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are like God's angels in heaven. But concerning the resurrection of the dead, haven't you read that which was spoken to you by God, saying, I am the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. God is not the God of the dead, but of the living. When the multitudes heard it, they were astonished at his teaching. But the Pharisees, when they heard that he had silenced the Sadducees, gathered themselves together. One of them, a lawyer, asked him a question, testing him, Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Jesus said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment. The second likewise is this, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. The whole law and the prophets depend on these 2 commandments. Now while the Pharisees were gathered together, Jesus asked them a question, saying, what do you think of the Christ? Whose son is he? They said to him, of David. He said to them, how then is David in the spirit calling Lord, saying, the Lord said to my Lord, sit on my right hand, until